What's up everyone, it's me Heather. I am here with Greg and my mom. They're behind me there. If you can see that red brick area, we are actually at the Devil's Chair. I have never been to the Devil's Chair. This is my very first time. There's a lot of people online that are talking about this place being haunted. Certain things happen at dark here. As you can see, we came here before it gets dark. There's many different stories surfing around on the internet. One is that if you leave a beer can on the side, it will actually not be there in the morning, or it'll be empty, but the can will still be there. So just a lot of things. I don't think we're gonna test that out, but we are here. I'm gonna take you over to that now, and my mom is actually gonna read the urban legend on the Devil's Chair just to have a better understanding of it. All right, so here's my mom and Greg, and she is actually sitting in the Devil's Chair. She's gonna read an article on that.
When it comes to Cassadaga, Lewis Gates is not only a medium, he's a regular historian and folklorist. I knew he would know about the Devil's Chair. He laughed as he began telling me the truth behind the legend. There's nothing to it. Kids started that story. The real story goes back to a man who lost his wife. It was a quick death and unexplained. This was back in the 20s. She was buried in the cemetery, and he would walk there each day and sit beside her grave. The man had arthritis real bad, and his legs and the walk was hard on him. He needed something to sit on, so he built the big brick chair so that he could rest beside his wife's grave. There are all kinds of stories how if you sit in the Devil's Chair, he will talk to you. Or no, the devil will talk to you. Sorry, I don't have my glasses on. It's just a story. It has nothing to do with the devil. There is a big stone chair in Cassadaga. If you sit in this chair at midnight, the devil will talk to you. I know someone who went there, and they said they could hear voices in their head, but when they got up and out of the chair, the voices went away. If you put a can of beer on the grave next to the chair, it will be empty in the morning and the top will still be sealed. Now, how is that possible? But I know someone who did it, and the next morning the can was empty. So that's another story from someone else. So there's several different stories that you can actually look up. But basically it's a rumor that people started in this town, a bunch of kids, I guess, that it was the Devil's Chair.
Okay.
Because late at night they would see him sitting here. And someone in this town a couple years ago told me, and I don't know if this is true, but this is what they told me, that even after he died, people would still see a man sitting here that resembled him. And when they would come over here and look, he wasn't here. There was nobody here. But people would see that. So I haven't found anything online about that story. Not to say that there's not, but that is a story that someone locally told me a couple of years ago.
So basically he's buried on one side and his wife's buried on the other?
Yes, and I believe they have a daughter that's buried out here too.
Now, why does this grave, though, have no death date yet?
I'm not really sure.
Or wait a minute, it says 19 and then it's slashed out, like somebody died but they don't know the year.
You know, I don't really know.
That's strange, right?
Yes.
And that says 1926, but that, you know, we're in the 2000s now, so that had to have happened in the 1900s.
A lot of people come here and film. It is very active. I mean, I've gotten a lot of activity from here in the past.
There's another Thatcher over there.
Yeah, and it's the same bench and everything.
And there's another bench. And, you know, some of the other YouTubers, there is a bush right here. And they said this is where some of the beer cans were sitting in the bush. That one, there is no bush.
It's got the same names on it.
Yeah. Yep.
But I don't know. Sit down in that chair and see what you feel, Heather. I mean,
all right. So I'm sitting in the Devil's Chair. Let's see if I feel anything, any kind of vibe. You know, I've had anxiety since we've been in this cemetery. I feel like like nervous. Yeah, and I don't know why. It's kind of started as soon as we got here. I just haven't said anything. I just feel like I'm like edgy.
Huh.
Yeah.
Let me put this meter on too. Thank you for filming for me, Greg.
Oh, you're welcome.
So we'll put this right here.
Okay, yeah, I'll put that right behind me there. I don't know if you guys can see it.
Hello there, is there any spirits here with us?
So she has the REM pod out in front of us too.
If there's any spirits here with us right now, can you get close to my meter I have on the ground right there and make it light up for us, please?
Is there anybody here with us? Can you make that meter go off?
Does it bother you that they call this the devil's chair? Because obviously you're not the devil. Does that bother you? Can you let us know by lighting up the meter? And a lot of energy being drawn into this area because of the fact that people come here all the time, you know, looking to communicate with him, and you know, so there could be a lot of energy attached to this chair. It could be him. It could just be energy of other spirits, maybe. I don't know. You know, his family on the other side. Look at that.
It's S.
S?
I've never seen it just say a letter.
I did the other night. I did at my house. It did just a letter.
Cool.
I think it said hello.
Hi, who's here with us? We are. Why do they call this the devil's chair? Is it make believe? Can you say your last name? Is it true at nighttime it gets real creepy here? How do you feel about us sitting in the chair? You like us sitting in it?
How would you like her to come sit in it at night?
I love it, maybe. It's a cool I don't feel like it's evil. I just feel like the spirit's strong. Is that true?
Can you sit in the chair next to her?
Do you know who we are?
Is that wind chimes? Oh.
Do you know my name?
Sounded like don't leave.
Yeah. We like visiting you.
I've been wanting to come here for a long time.
Said yeah. You get a lot of visitors.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
I think so.
Thank you. That was very clear. I think it said you're welcome.
Who sits in the chair at night? What'd that say? Santa? Sounded like Santa, like they were being a wise ass. Oh, wow.
Do you want people to know the truth about the chair?
Yeah.
Wow. So is the truth that it's not haunted and you just made this spot for you to visit your wife? Are they all just made up stories? We're so happy you're coming through. Greg's gonna sit in the chair too and talk to him.
Yeah, buddy. I love the spot. Same thing.
Something like that.
Yeah, you did some good mason work.
I did.
Good job.
Were you a psychic in the psychic town? Can you say yeah? Do you know this is like a spiritual town?
There's several of them. Spell thing on there. I guess it's a little witch.
Yeah.
What color shorts am I wearing?
This is going on faintly. You can actually hear it. Hear that?
Is there anything evil at all in this cemetery? Yeah.
All the time. Wow, that was very clear.
Even in the daylight?
That was the same voice that said, "Oh yeah."
Not to those who are sitting on the throne, though, right?
Thank you for coming through. We appreciate you. Goodbye. Alright, so we did some EVPs there at the so-called Devil's Chair, and after hearing the EVPs, hearing the story that my mom read on the place, I honestly feel that a lot of those stories were probably made up. That's just how I feel about it, and I do think that some of those EVPs will confirm that those may have been made up stories. I could be wrong because it's really hard to tell until we listen back to the EVPs, but I do feel that a lot of that was probably made up. I think that it probably was a innocent man that he lost his wife and he really built that just to go there and visit. And they actually did that a lot in the olden days. There's several of those kind of chairs out here, which we'll show you. I don't think it's like not a normal thing. Like I think that was actually normal back then to build those style chairs. If any of you know about back in the olden days and how they did things, that, you know, it's more advanced now, and now they have the benches where you can get engraved and stuff to have a seat there for your loved ones. But back then they didn't have a lot of money and they didn't have the technologies that they do today. So I don't know, that's my opinion on it.
You're right. Now we just use marble benches, and I think the whole Devil's Chair is just
yeah, there's one right over there.
It's just folklore.
A marble bench.
It's just lore.
Yeah,
it's just a story.
Yep.
Maybe.
So
it'd be cool to,
that's
cool
what
if
I
it
think.
wasn't, but
Yeah,
it's probably just a story.
I think it was made up. So a lot of the people that come here and claim that it's haunted and claim this and that, I really can't say if it is or isn't, because we haven't been here at night to experience anything yet. During the day it seems peaceful, and the EVP seemed like he was wanting people to know that it's not haunted, and that probably is made up.
Of all the places and all those brick benches and cemeteries in the world, why is the devil coming and sitting in that one?
Exactly. So all right, we're gonna show you guys around the cemetery a little bit. And I just wanna show you how pretty the sky is. Like, I swear, I feel like this cemetery is like one from up north or something. And it's cool how it's like so hilly. If you look at the ground, I don't know if you can tell in the video, but it's just so wavy, like what you would see up north.
Yeah, and back in the day, they did try to put cemeteries on hills.
Yeah, like that's literally, you have to walk up the hill up there to get to that one. There might be a couple actually. So I see a headstone and then a bunch of flowers everywhere over there.
But you notice the low ground here, there's hardly anything. Everyone's picking the spots on the side of the hill or up on the hill.
Yep. Yeah, so a lot of those spots are all scattered. And there's a lot of open area too, but it's hard to say. Yeah, it is cute. It's cute. This is a spiritual town. We are in the Cassadaga area. And we are actually staying at the Cassadaga Hotel. It's our very first time even being here, so we're excited to be here.
Maybe. So to answer your question, you asked not long ago, something about the Freemasons.
Yeah.
Right? I believe that might be the Freemason sign. So maybe if somebody can explain that to my wife a little better than me, what that stands for.
Yeah.
I think it was a group, you know, the Freemasons.
Okay.
That might not be the sign. I think that's the sign.
Look, babe.
If I see there was...
He has the same name as you.
Oh!
Dick.
Why I gotta be a that?
On some days.
So we all are.
Yeah.
We all are on some days.
You're right. Sorry, Dick. I didn't mean to offend you at all, Mr. William. I just had to be silly for a minute there.
Oh, you're good.
Betty, that was my grandma's name. My mom's mom, Betty. Jean Betty. Look at this. This is cool.
Oh, wow. Oh my God, look how old that is.
Wow, it's like they made their own headstone with
God, they
wood.
did a good job doing it too. Like they preserved it with like metal. That's so.
Yeah, metal.
God,
on
that
the
wood is
sides
so
and
old. Look
bolted
how it's like
in.
graved in there.
It's cool.
Oh, here we go. 30 of 94. They died. What is that? 330 of 94. Is that what it is? Is that right?
Well, you can
This is 319 of 20.
see the letters.
319 of 20 died in 330 of 94.
Yep, March 30th of, I don't know, is that 9?
I think it's a 9. Yeah, it's a 9,
94.
but it could be
Huh, could
1894.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I think that's 1826 to 1894.
Gotcha, because it's so old. All right, so this is the white one right here. It's actually a lot larger than the red one we were just at, but look at that chair. Like, why isn't this called the angel's chair? And that's the devil's. See, red and white.
Well, it's funny that that's called the devil's chair because the other red chair has angels over top of it.
Ah, okay.
But this looks like this was a baby.
Oh, yeah, this should be the angel's chair. What is this? Something's underneath that.
Huh?
Do you dare to look? I said something's under that towel.
Something's under it?
Right? Or no? I see a lump, unless it's part of the wall.
Oh, it's broken. The wall's broken there.
Oh, they just did that maybe for now to keep it from getting worse. And don't sit on it because you get a sandstorm in your ass.
Somebody should be fixing this, you know? Like, these walls are cool. These are like, they were put here for a reason, you know? And block does. It starts to, you know, see this how it starts
After
cracking.
a while, separate.
All they got to do is get in here with some mortar and, you know, plug the holes and put it back together, you know? Like, who's in charge of fixing this? They should come fix it before it falls down.
My mom's walking around over there. She had took a break for a minute and went in the car, but it looks like she got back out. All right, let's go over to the other red chair over here so you guys can see it.
See, it's got an angel over it.
And there's the angel he was talking about.
This is the angel's chair.
Okay. Angel's chair. And then there's a headstone that's like above the ground.
Oh, yeah, wow. That's marble.
That one in Georgia was pretty crazy. Like, you could literally see down in it and see bones. Like, that was creepy. It's a pretty angel. I love these old little cemeteries like this. They're so peaceful. I imagine at nighttime it would get creepy, though.
They're both in there side by side, husband and wife.
Aw.
Yeah,
So it says.
Marble top, yeah. I like that idea better than being in the ground.
Oh, bunch of cigarettes.
Spirit whispering, for those of you who don't know, it's just spirit whisper. That's what she does when she's not filming. Look at her.
She's
No camera in her
whispering
hand.
to spirits.
She's whispering to the ones that were too shy to come on camera.
She's saying, show yourself. Scare the shit out of Heather on her first trip to Cassadaga. Are you spirit whispering over here?
I am.
We knew it.
Intelligent.
Well, there's such a Katie buried out. Well, there's a lot of them buried out here, but there was one in particular
Okay.
that I saw her grave, and it has a really neat saying on it. And I was trying to find it. I thought it was right over here, but I don't see it.
What's on that one? Valley, and then it's got like a gold-looking emblem on it or whatever.
Where?
See the black one?
The big one right there, Valley.
Oh,
it says that's
I don't know.
that dark one that's sticking up right there.
Yeah, I don't know where it was.
It's James Valley or something.
All right, well, we can get on to the next adventure.
Look at the names back
Cassadaga.
then.